Congratulations, sir. The first you got no, sir. Sir, sir. Ganesh, Nayak.
What is studying Q? On a pay-as-you-use basis or you sold it?
They recruit, sir. Actually, Mr. Varmanam is already done a statement of
So, what is the company?
6 years. States. More than 80 municipalities.
After units,
200.
one bag.
So, banking brand and version. Municipality even Supreme Court also judgment about the council we are on a mission protocol ending manhole.
Yes, do it.
Thank you.
Yes. Other than more so,
sir, these are the organizations. These are license for specific operations. So initially we will train with this license. So we will show it. So now this English and Malayalam is completely implemented. Now we are working towards Hindi. So some testing is also going on with the NIPMAR as well as Kochi.
This is incubated within Amrita Vishwavidyalaya.
No, sir, incubated with the help of team at Thiruvananthapuram. So in a way, all these things which we developed in a research lab in Amrita, humanitarian technology labs. So this is one thing. Other things are for diagnosing and rehabilitation.
How many words?
No, this is 10 words basic. Different modes are there. First mode is a basic mode, which means minimum words, 10 words with the help of doctor. Otherwise, all the letters, sentences, everything we can make it there. That is a separate mode.
Okay. All the best. They are all sitting here.
Yes, so we have all asked space because now it is inaugurated. Okay. So the like first one, they are looking at a good space here. They want 15-20 seats over here.
Monday. Monday.
Let us start this.
Okay.
They all want to come. They are here and there now. We want to concentrate here on STPI.
So we have like 25 years of experience in sensing.
Really?
So we are trying to tap on that $10 billion that government is going to invest in. So we'll be able to help the companies to come up with equipment control software. We have like semi-standards for all these things. I don't know how many.
No, what will you do? What is your company doing?
Equipment control software development framework. Then there is host communication. Then every semiconductor factory needs to have a host communication capability. So there is a semi organization that actually develops this standard. So we are trying to help the equipment manufacturers who is going to come up with those host communication software, equipment control software. We are already doing it.
I see.
So we will be right now we are just making it as a product.
Okay.
We need a place to pitch these into the people. Okay. So that's what we are trying to understand how.
So your target client will be ASML, Applied Materials,
TSMC, LAM,
who are using the
equipment.
Okay, got it. You should connect with my people and then we'll connect you to those people.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through STPI,
Yeah. We will connect.
you should enable them to connect to ISM.
Right.
And that the whole semiconductor ecosystem, let them be able to present.
So in we have any conference, we will ask them to.
We are at AAB's planning center. Okay. We got winner of the JPEX investigation. Okay. And we are already part of startup meeting as well as AI. And there is
What is the AI?
part of it. We are actually creating a profile of different candidates. And we are actually working as a collaborator or an aggregator for different tour operators across the world, and they are actually selling through us. And we are actually creating the profiles and making the matchmaking for the travelers to get the right tour operators. And we are there in 38 different countries, having 500 operators across the world.
It is available as an app, is it?
Yeah, it's available in the app, and we are actually supporting with for the minorities as well, and the women entrepreneurs, so that they can actually make it easy to sell the packages through the system. Okay. Because it will make them easy, and the Dubai government has actually given us a lawyer as well as for the Canadian government.
Okay, so the travel providers you will be the intermediary for the travel providers. I see. And the customers.
And the customers, and they will the minorities or the women entrepreneurs, they can actually just simply put their unique packages through us.
So you are the policy bazaar for travel.
Yeah, you can put it in that way. You can have it that way. It's like an Amazon.
Okay, got it.
Sir, here also.
Good.
Sir, here, sir.
Cyber Labs.
Yes, sir. We are into cybersecurity, and our key is our product platform, which is Defense Code. It's an XDR platform, extended detection and response platform. As you know, it is there globally, but in the Indian context, we don't have any indigenous platform. So we have already built a platform which is already rolled out to the customers.
Who is your customer?
It's medium to large enterprises, all kind of
And it will
enterprises.
sit on what?
It sit on hardware, whether it is a cloud or a hybrid or on on-prem. No, all.
No, so it will sit on the systems administrator's
No,
existing
it is
internet network management
It is an enterprise platform which connects all infrastructure, whether it's IT or OT. Anything which generates a log can be integrated to this platform.
Okay.
And
So your input is all the logs that are there within the enterprise.
yes. So as you may know about the Security Operations Center, this is exactly a product which can centralize all those which are there. Which is
That's what I'm asking. Within a SOC,
Yeah.
this fits in where?
This actually
Is the SOC.
Is the SOC. Yeah. This software.
So it's the underlying SOC that you're building.
Platform. Yeah. Yes. So.
Any clients you've got?
We currently work through some partners, some of the corporates. We have some clients.
Why didn't you connect them with CERT and with NIC? Both of them are building SOCs. As a prototype, let them give them the ability to. Both CERT is building a big SOC, NIC is building a big SOC. Let them give Defense Scout an opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. You're the young, you're the youngest. Okay, good.
I don't try to look different.
Okay, good.
So this is a hardware product, it's a power electronic product. It's a bolt-on to existing UPS systems and inverters. India's got 4.6 crore inverters. You can use this to convert it to solar. Just plug solar panels and this box. You connect solar panels here. You connect your existing batteries here. You connect your existing UPS here. Wherever
This is PM का जो ये अभी हर घर solar का scheme हुआ ना?
हाँ उसमें
This is a pilot to demonstrate it.
all up 38,000 sir. Total cost including solar install, including tax.
Now do a reference pilot project using this to demonstrate PM's program.
Can do it.
घर का solar panel
It can be used for.
to a house that already has an existing inverter, connect this and show how that can be then in turn connected to the grid. Correct. Don't leave it like that.
DLM Cortex, AIML running, predicting tomorrow's energy, how much comes from solar, how much is being used in the day. So we evacuate the batteries the day before.
But have you got any reference sites?
500 numbers in Kerala installed.
Where?
All over. 30 in Africa.
Okay.
And we want to scale up. Hardware.
So build see, you know what PM has announced?
Yeah. 1 crore.
You know that?
Yeah.
No? So build a reference site for that and STPI will then connect you to that program.
Sure, sir.
But build a reference site.
We have lots. Tell us where to build. We'll build there.
You can't do it.
We'll connect.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
One more. Sorry.
My name is Ganesh. I'm a North quarter of the tech startup. So Neurotech is looking for blockchain. So we are working with blockchain academy to build all these profiles and identity and skills on the blockchain so that everything is verified and analyzed. And we have a small spectrum of areas as of now, but we are building on the technology unity. Apart from this, and also our research lab, prototype stage, aluminum battery, which is first in the world.
Okay.
And I've got a I prototype a rechargeable version
Oh.
of aluminum battery, which is theoretically
Aluminum?
air battery.
Air
It's a
battery.
metal air battery.
I see.
So far, it was not rechargeable. I have prototyped a version.
What is your background? What do you study? Chemistry. Big demand for chemistry, huh? In semiconductors and
Chemistry, but
all the best. All the best. What do you think? Chemistry is something like a potential.
Yes, sir. And another actually prototype is here. In fact, sir was he was the panelist for selecting.
I see.
I see.
No, energy and new sources of battery innovation, storage innovation,
Let the minister go there and sit together.
chemistry of all of this is going to be real cutting edge stuff.
In fact, an Israeli company called Finergy, they IOCL workers, they have got a stock in Finergy. They are doing the same metal air battery, but they are actually behind us.
You focus on it. We will continue. Yeah, sure, of course. Who will take the picture?
Sir, please. Yeah, I'm here.
No,
Please. you are the person who should stand in the center. We've been meeting him in many places. Sir, but thank you.
Okay.
All the best, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, you follow up with STPI and get this introduction. Make a presentation. No problem. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Can we take one photo?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir. 4 more startups, sir. Okay.
थैंक यू। इनको सब हमारे सिस्टम में इंट्रोडक्शन करो, डोंट जस्ट लीव देम हियर। जैसे मैंने कहा ना, हर एप्लीकेशन का, हर स्टार्टअप को somebody within the government system you should connect them.
Some of them are already linked through our NGA.
No, I'm saying for example semiconductor, the chemistry, the person, you must link them up to ISRO.
Right.
I see. I see. Okay. So real-time video they give you. I see. But what about these TV companies who are using that pack? Really? Good. Brilliant. Any IP you have on this? Yeah. Well, somebody will give you a box like this tomorrow. Just get some IP out of that.
Sure. Thank you.
My name is Anurag. I'm professor in this class. We are focusing on indoor autonomous vehicle. It's an air-based navigation system. We have for multiple industries. So I think we double this entity, which is for hospitality, but our target is more for warehouse and manufacturing. So the focus is more on the software stack, which is area-based.
This is a very hot area. You know that. With iRobot and all, you're tracking all of this. So even a consumer home grade, if you have a navigation stack, if you can reduce it also to something that is a very consumer product also, you should explore it. One is this enterprise stuff, warehouses, hospitality, government, airports, that is one application. But where volume and where standards are going to be set is in the consumer. I mean, if you have a navigation stack,
Yes, you can deploy any kind.
Exactly.
Any kind.
iRobot are ready. Our footprint in our model consumer product, if you can build for India, for municipal cleaning, municipal wash, you know how many hundreds of things. Think about it. Good. Well done. How many years have you worked on it? 2.5 years. What's your background? You're obviously not 21 years old.
Yeah, I work in Tata, China,
I see.
autonomous driving.
JLR.
Oh, nice. As part of Tata.
This is a very hot area. But again, I'm giving you free advice only. You can ignore it if you don't like it. Next 1 or 2 years, everything is going to get set. Standards, platforms, the stack, the open stack. So next 1 or 2 years is where you need to make establish yourself. And everybody else will have to take somebody else's open stack and then create platforms around that. You get my point?
Yeah.
And I just recently, I was in some other college and the students showed me some autonomous. I said instead of focusing on autonomous vehicles, there are these smaller, more granular applications of autonomy that are quicker wins and much more volume.
Basically, we have cloud-based solutions connected to this, where we can do the analytics.
No, but you don't have anything that is native, which is not using a cloud.
It's off-board and on-board. Cloud part is there. Also
No, that is okay for much more sophisticated system, but for something that is more consumer, where you should be able to work with all of the thing on the edge. That means no cloud.
that's also good.
And what INCO, no, once they are ready, you should introduce them to Airport Authority of India, railways, all of these big government institutions that require this type of autonomous cleaning, goods transfer. Introduction so that they can get pitches, they can make pitches to them.
Thank you very much.
Okay, all the best. Thank you. Out of 10.
Universities are struggling with the benefit plan. So we came up with the plan. So it used by universities across India for implementing this four-year degree.
Yesterday PM said he is not happy with the pace at which national education policy is. He is now giving you a solution on how to accelerate the implementation of national education policy. INCO simply higher education. Just introduce or to school education and higher education. Take presentation. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
One more is there, I will go to my friend there.
Okay. Thank you. All the best. This should become your signature.
यही हम सभी करेंगे.
Platform भी बना so that they with the request and use me if you can't get to a particular ministry or not.
Right.
Hi sir. Mukesh. We are IT in gaming, but what we want to aim is to do what Korea and Japan has done in terms of making their content and culture pop culture around the globe. So that's our plan.
Very good. What have you done so far?
So far we have built around 50 plus games and we have this comic. We publish online.
But digital games, obviously, online
digital games, online games. Not real money and all that, casual fun to play. Now we are getting into the building fashion.
Very bullish on this area. You know, gamifying all of the Indian stories.
Yes.
Hundreds of stories.
Yes. Yes.
So
that's the intention.
This is after the third term. So after he comes back, this is one big area for us. Yeah.
This will not remember Disney. This will remember Ayodhya and Krishna.
No, there are hundreds of stories which gamified. There are war heroes. There are cricket heroes. There are this type of heroes. There are cultural icons, cultural stories. Indian stories have to be gamified.
Absolutely.
So if Activision is 69 billion or 59 billion based on some Vietnam war,
yes,
we have 20 other wars, no? Absolutely. Including in Kerala, we have.
Thank you
so good. All the best.
Thank you so much.
But stay at this. It's a very hot area, in my opinion. In the next 2-3 years, gaming in India is going to explode.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You have to coordinate with somebody in the team. Coordinate with Vinod or somebody and see if I'm available and do it. Can I get me? Okay, sure. What is the meaning of Trovoda?
So Trovoda doesn't mean anything. We just wanted a new space in the internet. So that's why Trovoda. So we have like a really rich history.
You are Malayali?
Yeah, Malayali.
So we are working with various national and national clients.
I'll get you back to our mission and our history. So we started in more than a decade ago, like in 2007. We had the India's first, so you work in India, so you know about CTF, so maybe buffer overflow and stuff like that. So we are the first team in India to actually pioneer cybersecurity events. So we created something called BIOS. BIOS is India's #1 team and it's international rank #6. So we do CTFs internationally and nationally. So our main goal is to build India up to that. So there are no major conferences in India. Currently, at Shri, we are actually trying to build real scale conferences that mimic DEFCON and maybe Rascat and stuff like that.
But for cybersecurity.
For cybersecurity, exactly. So, what are we like really?
But did you do anything so far?
Yes, so we do monthly meetups at the moment in Bangalore where a lot of previous alumni come and do talks. So that is one thing we do. And we also do India's first student orientation.
With them, you should conceive and announce every year or once in 6 months. You should do this DEFCON type of a conference.
So we have already done it. We have done India's
Hundreds
second
and
largest
thousands of hackers should come and it should be based out of Thiruvananthapuram. And STPI should be.
So can I give you a scale of it? We have done world's second largest CTO. So that is around 17,000 participation.
You talk.
Yeah, we will have definitely.
And vulnerability testing, when you say you have capability,
yeah,
about to tell me
N days and 0 days. That is where we. So we are.
No, how do you do it?
So we have fuzzers to fuzz applications like in Windows. If you need a CV in kernel or user.
See, I'll tell you what is required.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can do it, and if you can do it, you tell him.
Yeah.
And then we will have a meeting with CERT and NIC. There is a need for a background, like a, let's call it a daemon, for example. A process that is running on everybody's enterprise network. That is constantly doing vulnerability testing.
Okay. Continuous
vulnerability testing, batch mode, once in a month, once in a year, or whatever, once in a week.
Yes.
Regularity can be programmed, it could be irregular, but it is doing vulnerability testing of the system that is residing on.
Yes, I understand.
And throwing up reports.
Okay.
That, there is a big gap in the market today.
Yes.
Or, if I'm a cybersecurity company, okay,
yes,
I am a cybersecurity auditor.
Yes.
Let's say Kubota becomes a cybersecurity assessment company. You should be able to run a vulnerability test.
Yes.
And that should tell you what is embedded in your system from your directory of whatever your database of known and unknowns. And say these are the 0-day vulnerabilities that you have, these are the things that you don't have, these are the things that we suspect and anticipate vulnerability. If you, that is an area today in India, there is nobody doing it.
Kind of have a service like the service.
It is a service, but the service you deliver, but you need the technology for that.
Yes. So you need a
that is
even running the system.
Vulnerability should not be that you say, go test this particular 0-day. Or here is my database of this thing, go test it against that. It should also have the heuristics and the learning that it can say, okay, these are not there, but I'm also checking for A, B, and C attributes that together may point to vulnerability.
Yes, so maybe a chain of attacks or things like that.
Yeah.
So we actually have done things like that in the CV.
Yeah, but if you have position yourself as a platform for that, that's very, very useful. And then we will introduce you to government agencies that need this. Both are different, no?
Different.
Oh, I'll start here.
We are a startup and we started around 2009 and we have a couple of products. One is a surveillance product, which is actually, we actually claim that whatever camera you have, you have traditional camera and the camera number can be very huge, like 20, 100 or 1,000 or 200 numbers for smart cities and other things. So there, definitely you need an AI to be enabled right now. People are working on it. So what we claim is that we have a solution which actually enable AI on the existing cameras.
No, to do what?
To do whatever surveillance applications.
Like surveillance against a known database of images or
on video server, videos.
GST ke DG talk to that Department of Indirect Taxes. Because they are looking to improve and make more solid the GST.
So first you connect to here only, so they will see what are the gaps,
and
then
we are local GST person here.
Yes.
Department. Let him make a presentation to them. Okay. If he says yes, this really has value, then we'll give a presentation to you.
One or two,
but nobody should be left without connecting
them
to
to
potential users. Okay, good. Thank you. In the very
We have done most effective smart metering solution in water sector, where we convert normal water meter into smart meter, where our solution is encrypted with
the household meter, water meter.
Yeah, household meter is 15 mm, and our pipe size is ranges from 15 mm to 300 mm. For our bulk meters also, our solution is available.
Okay, so then what happens? You retrofit this?
Yeah, retrofit this, and our solution is enabled with LPWAN technologies like Arabic, Fox, MeitY, etc. And through this, the data will be sent to the server. We have complete solution.
In the value?
5,000 is the rate, including the hardware, software with a 5-year warranty.
So this will go into the home?
Yes.
What is the possibility of reducing the cost of this? I'm not negotiating customer. Because in Jal Jeevan Mission, ये presentation करना है Jal Jeevan Mission, water metering. But 5,000 per household will be very expensive.
If we can reduce the
cost is going the government can subsidize. Government can give some subsidy, maybe.
So this is a presentation for Jal Jeevan Mission, because the next step of Jal Jeevan Mission is household. This is only quantity metering or quality also.
Quantity, right now it's only quantity.
That's not enough.
Okay, we can.
You have to do
green
quality.
water.
Okay.
Green water.
That is the application.
Okay.
So think about that. I mean, that is, quantity you are measuring flow.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct. And also we are providing a complete platform for the department.
What is your background? As in, what have you studied?
Computer science.
So therefore, you will be clear. What we want is at the flow side of the meter, before you measure the flow and therefore quantity, if there is a way through a sensor measuring what is the quality.
Yeah, we also tried that one, but
pricing. Because 11.7 crore households we have now given tap water in last 3 years. And those 11.7 crores, if you can do household quality and quantity metering, also forget that. If you can't do that, if you can start with something that is source level quality and quantity metering.
Okay, the bulk metering side.
Yeah, bulk metering side.
So you need a TDS meter, so that will measure how much the TDS is there. And then
there is a ready-made market for that.
You can put filters, so rest of the dust channel can be filtered. And then you just measure what is the TDS out of the
Yeah, at the bulk. And then we can see retail later on. Okay. Thank you. All the best.
One more.
Hi. Yeah. So what we are is a peer-to-peer GPU rental plan. So nowadays we know that LLM training, AI development is very crucial. So what solution we provide is, instead of training these models, large language models in cloud, which is actually in US or those companies, we can train a local cluster. So what we provide is an easy way to dock the existing GPUs of the government or private. And they can onboard their GPU into our platform and make use of our platform, and these startups can make use of the platform.
So you intermediate between those who want GPU capacity and the GPU.
Exactly. So it is like a marketplace where we can. So the advantage is the cost can be reduced.
I will only tell you one thing. Is relevant because GPU shortage is
right.
GPU shortage is
right. But the advantage is all the states, right? They can collaborate together. They can onboard all the GPU, right?
It is counterintuitive, I tell you why. People want today, they think GPU capacity is a competitive advantage.
Right.
Now, I have 10 GPU.
Right.
LLM foundation model.
Right.
You also want to build a foundation model.
Right.
Why will I give my capacity to you?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Understand.
So it's a good idea,
right.
But the market trends are a little bit different from what you're thinking.
Got it. Right.
One second. But within, if I have an LLM,
right.
I have GPUs, and I have an ecosystem of developers and wrappers who are going to use my LLM,
right.
And I want to train the wrappers on my LLM,
right.
Then I can lease my GPU capacity.
Right. Got it. So this is like peer-to-peer. Anyone has the GPU, they can
run it. Theoretically, right, but the psychology today is that people who have already got a model, foundation model, or an LLM and GPU capacity will be today, because of the shortages, not wanting to create competition for themselves by leasing the capacity.
Right.
That's a psychological issue.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All the best.
Sir, can we?
No. Research grant alla idu ആദ്യത്തിൽ ഒരു anchor user you have to identify. If Department of GST, if they like the idea, then there is paisa is not issue. But it should be for a use case that the government wants to solve. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to convince the people who are the users saying that this will solve your use case, and then there's no issue on money. PM has just announced 1 lakh crores, $12 billion for research and innovation in the last budget. 1 lakh crores is announced. Also you and yeah, please.
We do a lot of space with but we have to do a lot of things with this. Yeah, but see, even though we have a lot of companies in Govt, we are not getting any kind of
You are good, you are smart, you are capable. Come up with some product solution. He'll be the first one to roll out the red carpet.
No, sir, we are doing a lot of work for them. Definitely, we are doing a lot of work.
No, there is generally, definitely, an entrepreneur today, if he's in Bangalore or Hyderabad, because of the perception that it is a much more modern, well-funded, they are seeing with a little bit more different eyes than, let us say, if you are coming from Meerut or Thiruvananthapuram or something. We should change it. We should also become as Silicon Valley as anybody else.
That's right, yeah.
Our main mission currently people doesn't know about it.
We are the only one. Cyber security today is galloping in the country. And I will tell you, I can tell you at least 50 startups who are doing cutting edge work in cybersecurity. Issue is that you must get visibility amongst the community that wants to engage with cutting edge platforms. That's our job. We will work with you, help with you. I will help use STPI now to connect you to those who want cutting edge cybersecurity. We have 90 crore Indians on the internet today. By 25-26, we will have 120 crore Indians. You understand? We are the largest connected country in the world.
What we are trying to do something called CTF it's kind of different from cybersecurity community right now.
No, I'll again tell you why you are right, and but you're wrong about people not understanding this. Cyber security today is not just about prevention. It is about anticipation. That is why vulnerability testing, CTFs are very important. Is that you don't react only after the breach.
Yes.
You have to be able to see patterns and detect an ongoing or forthcoming breach.
Yes.
You have to be ahead of the threat, not behind the threat. You don't respond to the threat, but you prevent the threat. That is the future of cybersecurity. Adine AI, Adine to move the horizon of what you see on the internet beyond just your doorstep, going beyond your doorstep. This is all the future of cybersecurity.
We don't even have sir, we need to have an exhibition center in Trivandrum to demonstrate our capabilities. We don't have
We can create.
Yeah, so as I said, you please coordinate with my Thank you. All the best. Best wishes for your election. Thank you. All the best. Best wishes to you. Thank you.
I'm also doing Kerala side.
Okay, nice.
We have around 650 staff.
Very good. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I thought you were also
Give me mobile.
If I'm permanently based here, I want to push this and make it Xerox no page